All right, everyone, welcome inside the virtual, and that is a little loud. Do you mind if we turn it down just a tad? I have a booming voice. I'm a short person, but a booming voice. Welcome inside the virtual and not so virtual media center here at the CME Group Tour Championship. I am pleased to be joined here with Nelly. For everyone on the Zoom call, if you have any questions, please let us know in the chat function so that we know to call on you when we open it up for questions. And for everyone here in the room, microphones are going to be in the back when we open it up. So first I want to ask, I know you've been a busy player, but have you been able to reflect on your play last week and just that spectacular finish?
Yeah, I got to celebrate a little. I kind of drove home after. It was nice. I live kind of in between Tampa and Naples, so spent the evening with my parents, and Megan King as well was there. She's staying at my place, so I got to celebrate then. And then, then I got on the road on Monday and played practiced yesterday, and I think I played 9 holes. I did, yes. So, you kind of have to start getting ready and get that mindset of you're starting on Thursday again.
You've done it now 4 times this season, but what's that like to kind of have something like that happen on Sunday and then automatically, is it easier for you now to kind of change back into just any other tournament?
I think it just depends the level of stress. I did not make it very easy on the last couple of holes on Sunday, but I think I'm definitely learning kind of more about my body and how to take the next day after. But I think you always kind of get hit. You feel like you kind of get hit by a bus one day the next week. So I've definitely felt a little bit more tired today, and I'm just going to take it easy this afternoon. And I have a Pro-Am tomorrow and then tee it up on Thursday.
How does that set you up for the week, knowing that you were able to kind of go home, relax a little bit before coming here? How does that make this week a little bit easier for you?
Yeah, it definitely felt nice. I got to do laundry, kind of change up my outfits a little, which not many people get to do. But as I said, it was really nice to go home and spend some time with my parents and kind of sleep in my own bed, have breakfast just down the street, and kind of take it easy in the morning and then drive over. So it was nice.
And here we are now, the season-ending competition. Kind of feels like it flew by. At the same time, maybe at some points it didn't. But for you, as you gear up for this tournament on this course, this is definitely a familiar place for you. What's it like being back here?
Yeah, I love this event. I love this golf course. I love any type of Florida event that I can drive to. I always feel so much more at home and have family and friends come out. I've played well at this golf course. I grew up in Florida on Bermuda grass, so it's kind of easier for me to adapt to this. But yeah, I'm super excited to be back, and hopefully I can give it a good shot this year.
And, when you're so comfortable on a course, like a Florida course for yourself, coming off a win, how much confidence do you have now that we are at the last event of the season as you roll into this season-ending event?
Yeah, last week was definitely a confidence boost. But I've always said it's really hard to kind of win back-to-back because you are definitely a little mentally and physically drained from the week prior. So making sure that I'm well rested and that I'm 100% going into Thursday, and that I'm 100% that I'll be 100% going to Sunday as well, is going to be probably my main focus this week.
We've got a little bit of weather, I know, incoming Thursday and a little bit over this weekend. But on top of that, you've been able to play a couple holes out there. What is Tiburon like for you this year as maybe compared to other years?
I think it's in actually better shape this year. Last year we played in December, and it was a little bare and sandy around some runoff areas, especially 17. So I think the greens are rolling really nicely, and I think the course is in great condition.
All right, I know we have a couple questions on the Zoom. We'll open it up to Beth Ann. And again, anyone in the room, if you'd like to ask questions, the microphones are just in the back.
Hi, Nelly. Congrats again.
Thank you.
I'm going to start with just kind of a fun one. Where do you keep your trophies, specifically the KPMG and the gold medal especially?
So I actually haven't received the KPMG trophy yet, but I have an office area in my condo that I keep all my trophies. It's a little unorganized right now. but that'll be one of my off-season projects. The gold medal is in my office area. I'm hoping to put in like a little display where it's easy to kind of take in and out.
Has it been anywhere cool so far, the gold medal?
It's been all
Anywhere
over.
noteworthy?
I mean, it came to British with me. It's been honestly all over the world.
Just like in your suitcase or your backpack?
Yeah, I actually didn't even have a case for it, so I just had it in like, it was pretty much like in a sock. I didn't want to scratch it, so I had it in a sock. And then once I got to the States, every single time I went through security, I got stopped, and I was like, okay, just be really careful with it when you pull it out. Just don't scratch it.
I'm sure you got some great reactions from the TSA people.
Yeah, it's usually, wow.
Okay, then just one more quick topic. Can you remind me when you went back to David, and how do you think that decision has helped to get you to where you are now?
David Whelan?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I started working with David when I was 15, and he's always been kind of, he was my swing coach, and then we kind of went our separate ways, and then I just usually kind of, my main work with him is just short game around the green.
Like now in real time?
Yeah.
Who do you work with on your swing now?
As of right now, Jamie Mulligan. I'm started working with him a couple weeks ago.
Oh wow, that was quick. What are you guys working on?
Not because I'm in season, not much right now. I think it's just more of kind of maintaining, and there's just a couple of things I do with my wedges, but mainly just maintaining as of right now.
Okay, one more, and then I promise I'll be quiet. Why Jamie?
It's a good question. I know Jess is really good friends with Patrick Cantley, and I don't know. I've kind of surfed around. I've thought about a couple coaches here and there, and I liked his demeanor. I like the way, he's super positive, and I don't know. I think we've just clicked kind of since the first day, and I really enjoy being around him.
Thank you.
Thank you, Beth Ann. Steve?
Nelly, have you gotten to a point where you know your own golf swing now that a coach is really just kind of somebody who's looking for specific things and nodding and saying yes a lot?
Yeah, I definitely do know my golf swing. I kind of gotten really obsessed with it in the past couple of years, I think. I think it's very important, since you're kind of by yourself week in and week out, to kind of be your own coach in a sense and kind of know some stuff about it. But I think it's super important also to have the guidance and to have someone to lean on.
Golf is so much about feel, and people feel things different ways. Is this something where you're just looking for someone who can give you a different sensation to try to feel out there?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, sometimes you just need someone to lean on and give you some new ideas and to kind of bounce ideas back and forth. And I think it's, I go to my caddy all the time and I ask him if, I'm not hitting it well. I'm like, what do you see? Like, do you see something wrong? So I always try to bounce ideas.
And one more, when you won at Lake Nona, the next week in Ocala, you just said, I'm exhausted. I don't know how people win 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Clearly, you've gotten over that. What have you done to get to the point where after a win, you're able to bounce back?
I've just done it once, so you never know. But I think, as I said, I think just kind of learning your body and knowing that sometimes it's just better to rest than to go out and grind is super important.
All right, Kent?
Oh, absolutely.
Nelly, building off of your strong performance last week, your scoring average dropped into the 68s, and it would be the second lowest scoring average to win the Vera Trophy of all time, if you could qualify. Does missing out on potentially landing a historic mark further add to your emotions you shared ahead of Pelican last week about the Vera Trophy?
No, I think I've kind of like come to terms with it. It's fine. I didn't really. It honestly, I have not even thought of that as one of my goals. In all honesty, going into this year, my goal was to, contend in majors and to be healthy throughout the year and to play to best my ability. I'm not a huge I'm not a player that's going to go out and be like, okay, I want to win this award. I want to win this award. I want to win that award. I'm a type of player where I'm like, okay, I want to stay healthy throughout the year. I want to contend in majors, and I just want to have fun out there.
And that low scoring average is a consequence of your strong play throughout the year. If you could have qualified, you would have had a shot to break Annika's all-time record with a strong performance this week. What would that opportunity to surpass Annika have meant?
Yeah, I mean, getting just mentioned alongside her is a huge honor. I mean, it's kind of coulda, woulda, I'm not gonna reach it, so I try not to think about it. But it would have been a huge honor and to be mentioned just alongside her is pretty cool.
Just a couple more from me as we begin to wrap up, but you're in contention for Rolex Player of the Year as well. You've kind of always said good golf, kind of the results will come if you play the good golf. Mm-hmm. But what does that kind of honor mean, and how satisfied with a season like this to be in contention like that? I know you just said that, you don't go into every single week saying, I want to win this award, this award, this award, but to be in contention like here after the season you had, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's crazy because usually, I come to this event and I'm so far away from that. I see so many girls win it, they've had an amazing year, and I'm like, okay, like I would have to play amazing to even, be in contention for that. So the fact that I'm in contention just shows how well I've played this year and shows how much my hard work has been paying off.
Yeah. And I think also one of those things that, a lot of people don't necessarily know is kind of all the behind the scenes stuff that you're doing and everything that goes into a week. So now that this is the last week of the year, when do you kind of reflect on what you've done the past season?
Next week. After this event, yeah, I'll take a week where I don't touch my clubs, and I'll probably reflect and just think about the entire season, then start getting for next season.
And I think one of the last questions here, once again, if there are any other questions on Zoom, please let me know. But of course, one of the biggest storylines of the week is the winner of this event gets the $1.5 million, the largest winner's check in women's golf. What would it mean to you to be able to take home that legendary prize?
Well, everyone would get a really nice Christmas present. I mean, it would be crazy to win that. I mean, you never know, but as I said, good golf will solve that. I haven't even teed up on Thursday. Haven't even teed up in my Pro-Am, so it's still a long ways away. But yeah, I mean, it would be nice to win another one at home. I mean, before this year, I didn't win a tournament on home soil, so it would be nice to do it in front of family. But still, it's a long ways away.
I was going to say, you're kind of the Florida winner here with Lake Nona and then Pelican. I know we have one more from Beth Ann.
Yes, I was just curious if there was anything that you could point to that was sort of a catalyst for this breakout year that you've had when you kind of look back over the course of the season, or maybe the off season last year. Not that there wasn't much of one.
Probably the miscut at the U.S. Women's Open. I think that was kind of my turning point where I just kind of changed my demeanor a little out there, and I was really disappointed after that miscut, and I kind of turned it on after that.
Thank you.
All right. If that is all, I think we'll wrap it up here, and thank you, Nelly, for joining us.
Thank you.